Hi, my name is Mike Duke. I work with a company called Career Development Partners. We are an outplacement firm working with candidates to help them get reemployed. And we're a search firm. I head up the search practice. We work with clients to help them find very hard to find strategic professionals for their industry and for their job openings. And as a result, I've worked with a lot of companies knowing exactly what they're looking for when they're interviewing somebody. And so here I am giving you a few interview tips. You know, one of the things I always say is the very best, most skilled candidate for the job doesn't really get the job. You know who really gets the job? The very best interviewer. And so wanted to work with you just for a moment. This is a very short video, but wanted to work with you for just a moment about that dreaded question that comes that says, tell me about why you're considering leaving your current employer. You know, there is a lot of ways you can answer that question wrong, very few ways to answer it right. Uh, it's a very emotional question if you're considering leaving your current employer. And so I wanted to work with you and deal with that today. One of the things I'd tell you, or two, I'm going to give you three suggestions or three steps in how to craft a right answer for that that's specific for you and your situation. The three-step process is make sure that your answer is very short. You know, what you really want is for the employer or the interviewer to go right on to the next question and talk to you about the skills and the things you can bring to the table. You don't want them talking about why you're thinking about leaving. And so make it very short. Don't get stuck on the details about why you're thinking about leaving. The number two is make sure that your response is truthful. You know, don't make up something. There's something that happens in an interview when you're not telling the truth, that your face flushes and it's all over your face, that this is not the truth. I've just made this up. So be very truthful. The final thing is make sure it's really positive. In other words, I'm saying put a positive spin on maybe a negative situation. So let me give you a couple of ways you might answer that question. You know, in the heat of the battle, in the heat of an interview, that question gets fired at you. If you haven't already pre-thought how you're going to answer it, what could come right out of your mouth is a very emotional, you know, I don't get along real well with my boss. Or, you know, I'm having problems with a coworker. Or any number of things like that. And so one of the things I wanted to help you in crafting your response is kind of started off with these three or four words. You know, I really enjoy my company. I really enjoy the culture. I enjoy the people of my company. But, you know, that little segue right there gets you going. It gave your time for your brain to quit spinning so fast, to slow down, think about what you're going to say. And it also puts you on that right path for a very positive response. So use that little segue. You know, I really enjoy my company. I enjoy the culture. I enjoy the people. But, and then here's how a couple of responses that might fit your situation, or they might not. You might have to be totally on your own to just take what I've already said and craft your answer. But here's a couple of things that could happen. One would be to be able to say something like this. You know, I really enjoy my company, and I really enjoy the culture and the people I work with. Would really hate to think about leaving, but recently I've worked on several large projects. I've been very successful on them. I realized how much I enjoy that additional responsibility. And I just don't see that happening in my if I stay where I'm at. I would hate to leave, but I thought I should go and look for opportunities where companies would maybe use my talent, my skill, and give me that extra responsibility. Another way you might answer that question. I'm just giving you another example. It could fit your situation or it couldn't, but you know, in today's world of buyouts and acquisitions, there's a 50-50 chance this will fit your situation. It would be, you know, I really enjoy my company. I really enjoy the culture, and the people I work with are fantastic. But you know what? Rumors are flying. We've heard that there's a private equity firm about to buy our company. And you know what happens when private equity gets involved? There's the potential for a big layoff. I thought I'd just get ahead of the curve and get my resume out and see what great opportunities there might be for me out in the marketplace. So I hope all the kind of the idea of making sure it's short, positive, and that it's truthful gave you a stair-step way to start crafting your responses specific to you for that big interview you might be going on. And so with that said, I just want to say I really wish you a lot of success on your interview. If you like this information, be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel below. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.